I mean, I think this is a good start, right? Columbia is a good quality team. Abby Shu's a WNBA draft pick for sure. So I was really proud of our team's defensive effort. I mean, we had two quarters where we held them under 15 points. That was our goal, right? And that's a high power offensive team. So I'm really just proud of our defensive effort. Also, having five people in double digits means people are stepping up and we're sharing the basketball, which is fun. We also wanted to dominate the glass, and we were plus 10. So all around, we followed the game plan to a T, and they followed it, and it was a win. So I'm really proud of this group, and I think it's a great start.
Thanks, Coach. We're going to open up for questions. We'll take questions for Coach first, then our student athletes. Just raise your hand, state your name and affiliation when called upon. We'll go right here in the front.
Alex from the Statesman. Coach, a very strong start offensively, the first half especially. What do you think was working so well off the bat?
We were really trying to go inside, right? We thought we had a mismatch inside with Khari and with Reese. And I think once you start going inside, right, that just opens everything up for the perimeter. We were able to get out and transition a little bit. But I think our players have been putting work in, man. They've been getting extra shots, and that's what happens. When you work hard, it pays off. And we were moving and sharing it, and I was really proud of that.
And Abby Hughes, you guys kind of limited her first half, and then third quarter she had a bit of a run. Was that more on something that she was doing, more shots falling, or was it something that the defense stopped doing?
I mean, like I said, that's a pro, right? So I think she was shooting the same shots, and we were contesting. I think she was just making tough shots in the third quarter. That's just what it was. I mean, we were right there in her face, and she still made it. And sometimes that's what happens, right? It is what it is. But we just kept telling them, just keep contesting. And we made her take some tough shots, I'll tell you that.
And the final quarter, I mean, that was a huge run there, 13-0 run. How pleased were you to see that, especially closing out the game, and what was working so well both offensively and defensively during that run?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we get stops, right? When you get stops, right, that's what continues to widen the gap. I think having experience, right? Marla's been here, Reese has been here, Gigi's been here. I think that experience helps. I think they felt confident in those moments. But it was really on the defensive end. Like when we were able to get stops and we were able to score, that changes the whole game. It really does, and it widens the gap. So again, super proud of the way we finished. And this group is we got a lot of good things ahead of us.
Can I switch to the players already?
Do you want a question for Coach?
Yeah, Coach. Obviously, I know defense was a big thing for you guys coming into this season, being one of the, tough switch to the CAA, but it was kind of a game where you guys were trying to just score more points than the other team. Can you talk about the defensive performance and how proud you were and what you guys were switching up coming into this season to, be better in your second year in the CAA?
Yeah, we didn't really change anything. We didn't change anything in terms of our actual defensive scheme. We just emphasized it a lot more. We brought in different players. Different players value defense, right? So just I think personnel meshed with us just emphasizing defense more and really sinking in this is what's going to win games, right? When we can't score offensively, the defense is what's going to hold us. So I think it's a combination, but we didn't change anything. We don't do anything different defensively than we did last year.
Wow, I think it shows a lot about the trend. Yeah, there you go.
Coach, before we take questions for the players, a question that I had. Khalees Corley, right? If you look at the box score, she finishes plus 21, right?
Yep.
Can we talk a little bit about her performance tonight and what she means to this team?
Yeah, Khalees is an unsung hero. We always try to give her flowers because she does all the hard work. I mean, she was guarding Abby Shu, I would say 85% of the game, and she was really there every time. She contested, she rebounded, and, she was just solid. And that's what Khalees does for us. I trust her tremendously to do what she does, and she defends and she locks up.
Thanks, Coach. We'll take questions for student athletes.
For Khari, first game as a C-Open, and you almost had a double-double. You kind of dominated the interior whenever you wanted to. What was working so well offensively?
Hold on, I want to jump in. She had a double-double.
Sorry, double-double.
No.
That last rebound.
First, thank you. I mean, I guess it's just trust. I think it speaks very highly of our team and how much chemistry we have. Trust that they can get the ball inside without making a turnover, and trust in me that I'll finish when I can. So yeah, it's a team effort for sure.
And then on the other side of the ball, also a very strong defensive game, block, a lot of steals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just talk about your defensive performance.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a really big focus for our team this year. So, I try to make it my goal this game, to really focus on the defensive ends, so we can just do better and just, excel as a team.
And then for Marla, for fourth quarter, the game was still very close, and then you come out and kind of give the teams a couple of second chance points. How do you think that lifted the team?
Those are like energy plays, rebounds, putting it back up, being strong with the ball. You know, be really hard on energy plays and being in the right spots at the right time. So, I think I was just doing my job, boxing out. You know, being strong with the ball and just getting rebounds.
Questions for student athletes? Or-
Yeah, Khari, great first performance. I just want to, I love the drip, by the way.
Thank
That's
you.
Awesome. That's an awesome
This
change.
is
Player of the game, baby.
Is that what the player of the game's good?
Yeah.
How did it feel first time in a Stony Brook uniform? Great performance for the home crowd. Can you just tell us what it was like first impressions?
Yeah, it feels really good. I'm just really happy to be here, you know, surrounded by good people, good coaches, and just a good community, you know, people coming out to see us. It's been really great. So, yeah, great first impression.
And Marla, great performance again. You had such an elevated role last year, again with a couple injuries. Can you talk about this season, understanding that you were going to be getting a lot more minutes, being a leader to some of the transfers and some of the incoming freshmen, and just talk about how you, what kind of things you were focusing on in the offseason and coming into 2023?
Yeah, as Coach said, as a returner, you know, you're kind of experienced in that role, and it's just kind of just coming in, knowing your place, knowing your role, and keeping the game, you know, simple, doing what you do best, and that's what I've been harping on in the summer. So making shots, post moves, layups, you know, simple stuff, and that's what I've been working on all summer.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate
Good job,
it.
y'all.
Good job tonight.
Good job, y'all.